Shifting perspective back to Israel, where for many years marriage certificates have been tightly controlled by the ultra-Orthodox rabbinical authorities, and many secular Israeli couples sought to get married abroad and have their unions recognized back home. But the pandemic world has created some new remote options, and like so much else, even weddings have been moved online this year. And in particular, the U.S. state of Utah is providing the service and certificates completely remotely. But the issue is causing some headache and uncertainty for Israelis, and we spoke to one such couple earlier today. Take a listen.
We tried to find a way to get married, and it seemed like there are no options. And then we one night just joked about maybe one day weddings will be in Zoom, because now everything is in Zoom. And we Googled it, and we found out that there is this company in the U.S. that marry people through an online platform, something similar to Zoom. And we used that, and after we got married through them, we found out that you can do it directly with Utah.
Now, what kind of pushback have you faced, though? How strong has the resistance been within the existing system to this?
Very strong. So we got married back in October, and we tried to register the marriage here in Israel at the beginning of November. And the certificate we got is exactly the same certificate we would have gotten if we went to Utah, if we actually flew to Utah and got married there. So it's exactly the same. It's totally legal by the U.S. They consider us married as if we were in Utah. But here in Israel, they decided that maybe we were not in our own wedding, and then they said that they need to check it, and they checked it for months. And then they decided that everything is okay, they can register us. And at the last moment, Gary stopped everything and said that no one will be registered. No one who got married this way will be registered here in Israel. And then since then, we are waiting. We are not considered married here in Israel, even though we are married in any other country in the world.
Now, you mentioned Derry there, the former minister in charge of those issues there. What's the new government saying? Is there a new approach to this, or more of the same for now?
Well, we are not exactly sure. It seemed like they were pretty quiet. They didn't say much about it, and it seemed like they are not totally aware of the situation. But then a few days ago, we saw an article saying that they are not going to approve it, but it seems like I'm not sure what's going on. It's nothing is totally official, and it was like that even before. Derry said it in the news, but he didn't say anything. He didn't give any document or said anything official that you could do something with.